Aussie Ultimate Fitness Training once again, and thank you so much for watching the video. And as you can see, it's beautiful nature, however it's cold, so you need to be wrapped up warm in order to keep doing these power walks and also do these videos in order to help us become our greatest versions. So today's video is about 5 signs that you are being consumed by the so-called negative matrix. And basically, let's dive deep into this particular one, and starting with number 1, of which is you worry about what others think of you. Now, this is one thing that happens to every human, I believe, in terms of how we worry about what other people think of us. So we tend to very much so try to fit in, try not to be outside the normal, because we worry that other people won't accept us. Now, this is a big mistake, because 9 times out of 10, if you are different, okay, there's a reason for it. God in the universe is giving you a little bit of different spice in order to become your best version. However, you don't want to use your talent, you want to use the comfort zone, and let's be like A, B and C, because they may criticize me and I don't like criticism. And this is the biggest problem that we can find, that we're trying to fit in. Big danger. So that's number 1. Number 2 is we tend to go along with whatever others say, because we kind of fear that others may think less of us, or they may talk behind our back, or they may even tell their best friends that you are nuts. Now, let me tell you one thing: whether you're good, bad, whether you're amazing, whether you're absolutely atrocious, people are going to talk about you. You just got to think about beautiful people out there that do amazing things. Amazing things. Let me tell you, they've got haters, okay? And then let me tell you, other people out there that do nasty things, they do really bad things to others, let me tell you, they've got people that love them, okay? Because we all have good and bad in us, okay? For some people, we might be horrible. For other people, we might be amazing. And this is why I like to actually put this into 3 different categories, of which is, you've got promoters, you've got detractors, or detractors, let me just say better, detractors, and you've got passive people. Some people will say that you're amazing. Some people will say that you are a bag of shit, excuse my language. Some people may even say, I haven't really got an opinion. So whatever you do, whether it's to do with health, fitness, psychology, clothing, fashion, modeling, whatever it is, whatever subject we talk about, there's always those kind of people. And I think we live in this sort of, if you like, age that it's all about the followers in terms of Instagram, it's all about YouTube likes and subscribers, which is fantastic. And it's brilliant to have, obviously, great people following you and people inspiring, but there's a lot of people out there that just worry about that. Now, one thing I've learned, and don't take me wrong, obviously you learn as you go along, and just because I do what I do in terms of coaching, psychology, fitness, training, nutrition, I've learned a lot about to do with our humans, and this is one thing I've always been passionate about, is human behavior. Now, one of the things we make a big mistake is we allow the outside events to dictate our own behavior, and that is a big mistake. Now, this then leads into number 3 is consume negative information. Now, what I mean by that is, I think a lot of us watch television. Okay, now when we watch television, a lot of the times we see there's a lot of negative sort of news out there. It's all about nasty things that's happened. It's all about drama. If we read the newspaper would not have a great business if they just talked about positivity. So everything's a drama, everything's in red lines, everything's, oh please look, oh danger, and I think it comes to a point where we start watching these things and we become, oh, hazard, it's an hazard everywhere. And this actually programs our brain to always be critical. I mean, I'll give you an example, like people that, this is not knocking anyone that watches like soaps, like, but I'll give you an example. I don't watch soaps, and I've never done, really, I'm not a television person, to be honest with you. The only reason why I switch my television is to either watch football or watch a film with my son. So I don't really particularly watch television or some sort of silly program, whatever, but I don't really watch that much television. And one thing I've noticed the other day, the television was on, and I switched that, this like soaps, I'm not going to name any soaps, so I don't offend anybody. It's so drama. Oh my God, it's like, and what I think what a lot of people do, and I don't think, I know, what a lot of people do, they see that as an example, but what you find is these people are actors, okay? So people are kind of like, say, 2-3 hours every night being reprogrammed, because obviously these soaps program your brain to behave this particular way. Now, you may not think that you're being reprogrammed. So what happens is this, because you're watching it, you think you're consuming that energy, what happens is you start behaving like them. So these, obviously a lot of these TV programs are full of negativity, are full of drama, and then we utilize that particular examples into our own lives. We begin to talk like them, we begin to act like them, we begin to actually even think like them. And that's a big mistake, because that's not real life, but begins to be real life because we're consuming that particular information. Instead of us maybe utilize our time to help other people, maybe utilize that time to do something you love to do, of which could be create something, be creative, be a creator rather than consumer. And this is the biggest thing. Maybe go out and help someone that needs you. Okay, and I'm not saying you should not obviously sit down and watch television, but what I'm saying, this is one of the things that actually sets it to becoming that sort of negative matrix, because a lot of stuff out there is so programmed to program you. And this is obviously a lot longer, in-depth, a video for you guys out there, because a lot of things that we do every day out there is done because we've been reprogrammed. However, these may freak some people out, however, it's part of the negative matrix out there, and this just then leads into number 4, of which is surround yourself with others of which lift you higher. However, most of us surround ourselves with people that drag you down. Now, I'll give you an example. Now, I'm sure you guys have, and I'm sure you guys also have other tribe. We've got 2 tribes a lot of the times. We tend to have the tribe that lifts you higher. Okay, most of us, if we are very, very fortunate. However, there's a lot of people that are surrounded by complete toxic people, people that nag you out, people that always say, oh, but what are you doing that for? Are you silly? You're not able to do it, okay? Why on earth would I spend 5 minutes with someone that tells me what the hell you're doing? Honestly, why on earth? All right, let me tell you something. Like, if I ask you a question, how many years full of health and happiness and sanity do you think you're going to live on this planet? Okay, most of us might say 60, some of us might say 70, some of us might say 80, some of us might say 90. Okay, some of us I might even say 100, but that's very unlikely. All right, just stay in between 70 to 80. Right, if you live 80 years healthy, sane and happy, you've done amazingly well. So let's just say, let's meet in the middle. Let's say you're 30 to 40 years of age, right? Now you've got another 30 to 40 years full of happiness, health and sanity. Why the fuck would you spend 5 minutes with someone that's telling you can't do it? Someone that probably, they haven't got a fucking clue, excuse my language, because I get a bit emotional about this. Why would you stay around someone that is negative, someone that tells you can't do it, someone that tells you that you won't achieve it? Why on earth would you do that? Okay, now believe it or not, and this is something I'm not just telling you because I think or has happened to me and I'm just, you know, just ranting about it. No, because I tell you one thing, I coach. I'm a coach, I'm a psychologist, so I coach a lot of people. So I'm not going to name any names and go through facts or anything, but what I'm going through is I'm telling you, this happens to most of us every single day we're surrounded by negative people, we're surrounded by negative environments, we're surrounded by huge amount of pressure of which do not benefit our body, our mind and our soul. And guess what we do? I'm asking you a question. Guess what we do? Do you know what we do? We stay in there. It's almost like pigs around shit. We know it's not good for you, but you bath yourself in it, okay? And you even may moan and say that the shit stinks. It does stink. It stinks because you haven't got the guts to get out of it, okay? Now, one of the biggest things I'll tell you and I can advise you is let go. Let go and run and do not look back and create the tribe that you so want to create. The tribe that's really going to say, listen, you can do it. Listen, you will do it. And you know what? Let me tell you something. When I say, oh, I'm going to do it, or I can do it, and this is not just a positive sort of like wave and all of a sudden you think, oh, I'll fail. Of course you're going to fail. A lot of times I failed a lot. You know, I failed a lot. Everyone's going to fail. Someone else is going to tell you, go and do it, you'll never fail. That's just, they're probably bullshitting to you. I'm not saying that a lot of people won't go out there, try everything and win. I'm not saying there isn't, but obviously very unlikely, no matter how good you are in whatever, you're going to fail. Say, for instance, when I began to do anything, I fail. I say, when you're trying to walk, a baby starts to walk, say for instance 9, 7, 8, 12 months, a baby starts to walk, maybe over a year, and all of a sudden the baby begins to tumble. Tumble, crawls, fall down, stands up. But are you going to tell the baby to stop doing it? Stop trying? No. You keep doing it until you achieve. And this is the same thing. So whatever you do, whatever you want to do, whatever you aim yourself to do, whatever you have the vision and the desire to do, keep the momentum going. And this is crucial. You speak to anybody. I mean, I've got hundreds of examples, but you do yourself. Maybe you've read a lot of autobiographies. Maybe you've listened to a lot of positivity or negativity, because it's always the yin and yang. You've got the negative and the positive. When you listen to negativity, you always listen to it and you become very good at it. If you listen to positivity, you listen to it, you become very good at it. So you may have a lot of different people around you, of which have different sort of goals and views. However, I can tell you one thing. Now, when we surround ourselves with those people that are always questioning you, do you think you can do it? Oh, there's always that fear. And don't forget, our brain becomes very programmed to that, because we think, oh my God, shall I do it? And once that fear settles into your subconscious mind, that becomes an unconscious behavior. All of a sudden, I'm telling you, you will not try anything that is outside your comfort zone. And then this leads into number 5, of which is do not consume bullshit. Okay, what do I mean by that? Excuse my language. What do I mean by not consume bullshit? I'll give you an example, right? There's a lot of people out there that will tell you and repeatedly that we shouldn't do this, we should do that, and you start actually asking yourself, what has these people do, and what have they achieved in life in order to do this, or what have they achieved in life to achieve this, or what they have done in order to have this sort of authority to tell you. I'll give you an example. I was in a particular seminar a few months back, and as you guys know, I love personal development. I love helping others become your greatest versions. So I love to talk about this, and I love to learn, because I'm learning like you are learning, like I am learning. Everyone's learning every single day. Every day is a school day, as they say, all saying. Okay, and I was actually on this seminar, and I met with a group of people. I just went on my own actually, so I didn't really have any friends there. I just got talking to someone, and there was this guy, really negative guy, in here and there and everywhere, and he was going on about loads of things, and this is not right, no. And I actually thought, from what he's saying, it sounds like he's been there, he's done it, he's a multi-millionaire, and he's done it all. Now, failing to understand people, I'd probably go along with what you were saying. However, I got very good friends with one particular person there, and this particular person was saying, oh, that guy is full of absolute shit. Okay, obviously, me myself, I'm not the kind of guy that kind of embarks on everything what people say. I wanted to obviously, you know, listen to this guy. So I listened to the guy, and it happened to be this guy, the particular thing he was trying to obviously coach us, he's never coached himself. Okay, so it's like almost saying me being a trainer and saying you got to do this, you got to eat right, you got to do this is how you train right, this is what you need to do in order to achieve your results. However, I've never set myself in a gym. I've never been in the gym before. However, I'm telling you what to do. That'd be completely, utterly fraud. And this is what a lot of times out there we see now, especially with Instagram, YouTube, loads of experts. Honestly, they are experts from everywhere. Honestly, they come in all sorts of sizes and shapes and colors. However, they've done shit, okay? They haven't done anything. You know, it's just like, it's almost like, do what I say, don't do what I do. And I think that's a lot of absolutely bullshit. Anyway, guys, this is Carlos again with another video in order to help you become the greatest version. You know where to find me, which is Carlos Trainer 10 on Instagram, and also on YouTube channel, which is Carlos Trainer. And with all I said, guys, stay happy, stay healthy, stay fit. Have a beautiful day.